Good morning, Larry Babbitt here, Handyman Larry. We're going to go over some tools right here. You'll see that these are not the most expensive tools and they're just feasible. I'm going to explain to you why I've gone to these type of tools. One, they get the job done and they do hold up. Two, they're not the most expensive. Here's my story. Here's why I do not get like DeWalt and these name brand tools that cost a fortune. It's because a while back, I had all my tools in my truck. I went in with just a handful of tools to a customer's house for 15-20 minutes to install a dishwasher. And when I came back out, those tools I had in my hand were the only tools I had left. My entire toolbox was gone. And I had anywhere from $800 to $1,000 worth of tools in there because I had the DeWalts, I had the Fluke meters, and all these very expensive tools, hand tools that just cost a fortune. So I learned not to get the most expensive tools from there on. I did come across these at that time when after I got my tools stolen from me. These Ryobi tools. This right here is a Ryobi. It's an impact type of drill. This tool, I think I've had this for about 7 years. Now everything's worn off from it. You can see this tool, it gets a lot of work. I have dropped it off a roof, I've dropped it off the ladders. It takes a beating and it keeps on going. And you can hear that the bearings are finally starting to, show some signs of wear, but it's still in business. And here you can see I put an upgraded magnet that I just glued onto the existing. It'll hold a handful of screws and even little tools and bits and stuff. But anyway, these are just feasible. Like this one cost, I think, $89, maybe $105 or something, as opposed to the DeWalt where you'll spend, close to $200 or over $200 for them. Now they have these batteries. When I first started getting these, they had these big yellow type of batteries. They were really crappy. And then they went to these, which is these tools are batteries are much better than those original ones they had. Those little lithium ones, they're much lighter, and they actually are stronger, and they hold. Everything is better about them. This one I just got recently in the last like 6 months. This one is very impressive. It's heavier, but it is incredible. It really stays with you. And it even has a little meter on this right here. You can see it's fully charged, but yeah, it's like a little meter, a little gauge that you can check it before you even take it out of your truck. Here's another drill that I get. This one I get normally when I'm just drilling holes with drill bits, with drill bits. When I'm drilling holes in metal or wood or whatever. This one is called an impact drive, and what I like about it, I'm going to demonstrate it, is that you have a lot of control over how far you're going when you're drilling something in. I will demonstrate it right here. I'm going into a stud. You can tell that when it starts to impact, and you just have absolute control. Right there is the perfect amount that I need, and it was fast. I can normally do it faster, but it is very effective. You have a lot of control over this.